So fans, I have a video for you of the Bronco, like a gazillion things Grant has been doing since almost a year.
Yeah, I've been fighting. I've talked about these little Tech canisters that have fuel going in them. I've talked about everything of that. I've been fighting fuel with this forever, just so there's a way that everybody else does it, and the proper way is just to have an in-tank fuel pump. So I'm going to do that. We have a 23-gallon tank, and we're going to keep the side tank. So 33 gallons in total.
Oh, premium in today's market?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
It's
should
gonna
be great.
Kind of expensive. So we're cleaning up all the cars. We're gonna get rid of them all. This one's gonna go. We're getting this one ready to go to storage because I want to put it nice and easy, so I can, if I want to go grab it, I just drive it. I don't have to worry about any kind of nonsense. And
Yes.
with that is changing out those radius arms.
Yes, these guys.
So if you look at these suckers, they're much smaller than those ones, less beefier, and they're shorter. Anyway, it's going to allow me to have a much better angle of movement, and it just will make the truck ride way better. And the axle will actually be at the proper angle, because right now it's kind of going downward, so instead we're going to have it nicely. Anyway, with that, this is kind of a very popular thing for off-roading people to do, just so then they have a better angle of upward and down motion. So we got to go through all of that. I'm also going to be changing a lot of, at least cleaning up some stuff, and a little bit of little touch-ups. The original mount, now it's going to be back here.
Oh, wow. That's quite different. It's going to look kind of different under here.
It's going to look quite different.
It's going to look kind of weird because that's going to be more than halfway down your car.
Exactly. So if you do these to the rear, the mounts end up kissing right next to each other.
Oh my gosh.
That's how small the Broncos are.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, so we're halfway there. The passenger side's way easier because I still have to remove my driver's side tank. So I'll let you guys see. Alright, so here's a real difference between the two.
Oh, Jesus. That's night and day.
Yeah, and you see how there's two holes here?
Yes.
That is for if I want two shocks. Which,
Ooh. It's going to have to happen soon.
I don't know about that because I like to have just one set of nicer shocks.
How about two sets of nice shocks?
That might be better. But
I mean,
right now we're going to stick with the one. But anyway, here's the difference between those. I still have to cut off the brackets. And then you know what, fans? Follow me over here. There might be an issue.
Hey, Grant. I'm liking that we're doing another Bronco video. It's been almost a year.
It's been a while. So if you look under here, this is where the mount is. This is where it's going. Well, this is not stuck. And see, this bend goes right over the frame. So there might be a little cut involved with our future. I'm a little dirty.
You look like a little coal miner.
Oh yeah, canary's in the corner.
That's a Bronco hood, not a canary. Continue.
Anyway, so we cut those brackets and installed those. Look at that weld up there. That's not too bad.
Nice.
Anyway, we did the other one, but you know, Ran out of welding wire.
So we got to get more.
Yeah, we gotta get more. Anyway, so we got the brackets on. We're concluding for this evening.
And continuing tomorrow.
So you guys probably saw me doing a whole bunch of random thing at high speed. Anyway, got them on after a lot of annoyance and welded them and everything. I think they look pretty good. That's for if you wanted to have 2 shocks. And going all the way, this is all welded up and finished in there. And it looks pretty good so far. Just doing some finishing things like putting on these. I have to tighten the shocks, drive shaft. So we're just buttoning her up. Gonna put it together and we'll see how that exhaust fits on that side.
And fans, here it is. Here's Grant's new gas tank. And look, it's a Trailblazer with the hood open. What a surprise there.
Oh, yeah, what a surprise. Yeah, so this is to fix our fuel problems.
And then have Bronco be a unit.
Once again. Yeah, I've got a couple. Alright, so this is a cross brace. The little thing that holds it up. Birdie. So with this, I got the skid plate.
Nice.
So it looks like I'll have to paint that. Wow, that is thick.
That's gonna be nice.
That's thick.
We're gonna need it.
Oh.
The whole weight of the truck's gonna be resting on that at some point.
Look at that, nice little drain plug. Oh, there we go.
It's a gas tank.
It is a. Looks like there is some baffles in there and shit and stuff like that.
Yeah?
Yeah,
It's a gas tank.
it is hardware and some wires. Don't know what this is.
In-tank fuel pump season?
This is the fuel level, fuel sender. With some instructions and gaskets. Nothing. And this should be a fuel pump. Which, let's see here. So I got this from Tom's Bronco Parts. There are many other kits, but this is the cheapest one. The other ones are better because they have stainless steel.
Grant, kits. We love kits.
Yeah.
The Blazer's got a nice kit in it right now. Look at that. Yeah. As you guys saw in one of the Blazer videos, we have the switches, but now we got the kit for it.
Whoa!
Looks a lot nicer. Hey, what'd you drop, buddy?
Just some AN fittings, a filter, a cork gasket, a zip tie, instructions for the pump. Let's see if this is a cheap Walboro pump or if this is a Walboro or a cheap replica. And we got a cheap replica. It's a TI Automotive. So, I've never heard of TI Automotive. It could be a good pump, but almost every single pump ever made nowadays is based off of Walboro. So honestly, just get a Walboro. I might just keep this aside and use an actual Walboro. So I'm actually gonna keep the side tank because I already have a hole for it, the fill. So I'm like, why not 33 gallons if I want the option? Why not? Anyway, but because that fuel tank does not have an in-tank pump, I'm actually gonna use a fuel rail pump to pump gas from the auxiliary tank into the main tank. A lot of people, so basically the truck is designed so then they have this bar. They have this bar and they sandwich the fuel tank against the body of the cab. And it just literally sits up there. And they want you to take these and hook into the frame and then bolt up. So it's literally just hanging from the frame and pinning itself in. I hate that. I don't like that one bit. So I got their skid plate. This is Tom Bronco's skid plate. It's an 1/8 inch steel. Seems pretty good. Comes uncoated, which is fine. But here's the thing. They don't tell you how you want this on. They don't tell you anything about this. The very little, there's only instructions not for the EFI system. There's only instructions for the tank that is the naturally aspirated one. So then they include these instructions on how to put these in. Which here, you have this fuel pump, handy dandy fuel pump. It's not a Walbro, sadly. They want you to hook this up with zip ties. You zip tie, so you cut this hose at length, so probably gonna be there. They want you to zip tie to the return hose. Zip ties and hooks to hold up your fuel tank. No. So I don't like any of that. So what I'm gonna do is gonna take this tank. I'm gonna take this skid plate, and I'm actually gonna weld up some tabs so it still pancakes the tank against the body, which my body is all fiberglass, and I purposely made it thicker over there where the tank holds in, so it can actually squeeze up real nice, and there's actually aluminum as a coring material. However, they actually suggest too, let me find it for you. You should consider installing an access door in the floor above your pump module. They say that because if you have a problem, you can access it pretty easily. That's great, and you don't need to drain your fuel tank. Yeah, it's great. European cars have been doing this forever. American cars, I don't even think they still do. Yeah, American cars don't. They make you drop your tank. Any American truck, that is. So, I don't want to cut my body. I'm sure most people don't want to either. I'd rather go through the hell of it to drop the tank again and drop all the fuel out. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out ports on this 23-gallon tank. Here is my auxiliary tank. In total, it's going to be 32 gallons. Pretty big for this truck, but this truck gets like 8 miles per the gallon, so not so horrible. Anyway, fuel fill 1, fuel fill 2. P is for pressure, fuel fill, vent. That's what I'm labeling it. Anyway, so pressure side going in there, fuel fill vent, and then extra vent so I can connect these two. So then filling up these is a little bit easier because these things need a vent as you fuel them. So usually I have to go really slow, but by connecting them, it helps me to have a little more volume for the air in there. Anyway, with that, we're gonna pressure side the 10 and the 100 microns filters before the Holley Super Sniper, or just the Sniper in this case. The other car is Super Sniper. Then just the return. Very general, straightforward. All of these are going to be AN lines. All of this are going to be regular U.S. Coast Guard approved fuel lines that are pretty expensive and crazy. Anyway, let's get into all this. That's the start. Alrighty, so because I have 2 electric pumps. One is for 60 pounds and one is for like 8 pounds for carburetor. I use one pump as a pickup to fill a container that has the 60-pound pump. So I just disconnected the connection between the two. So I'm using the pickup pump to drain out the fuel. And it's a going.
All right, now, obviously we never filmed an intro for this video, so we're doing the outro and intro at the same time, like our typical passion.
It works.
It works. We're gonna drive it. That'll be next video, but we're so low on videos, we're just gonna show it fixed because it's been crazy. Same with that one. Same with that one. Same with that one, and that one.
We'll show you.
And the other one that's coming soon. They don't know about. Well, they do because it was in the background, but it's the Corvette. It's here.
Yes.
We did not do a good job hiding it in the background of all our videos.
Yes, but we have parts to change.
Yes, we're fixing it.
Fixing.
All right, so let's see what you did to this bad girl.
Oh,
it's got half a top on.
let's-
Pretty dope.
Yeah, little seatbelt hanging around.
So first,
Let's go back here. Don't mind the bumper. It's just disgusting. But if you go down here, that is a little bit lower.
It's really not that bad though.
It's not that bad.
I don't think it like screws you with your exit clearance at all, really.
No. So this is a 23-gallon tank. What's horrible about all of it is that the skid plate is, they don't tell you how to put it on. There's no way to actually put it on. They just go, here's the skid plate. Good luck. And the way that they want this tank, the 23-gallon tank, to be held up is by a thin little strap that's on hooks.
No.
So we went no, and we welded up brackets to the skid plate to hold the 23-gallon tank. Ignore that. I gotta look for a bolt for that.
So
anyway, so what we have set up is the 23-gallon tank has the in-tank fuel pump that pumps it up to the Sniper, the Holly Sniper, and we have a side. The side tank, which is 9.5 gallons, we have a secondary pump, which is basically a normal carburetor pump, pumping into the 23-gallon tank.
Nice.
And we'll show you how all that works. I went through the schematics, but we'll actually show you some parts of how routing and some of the more difficult portions.
also, we got these new bars on the side. They look kind of cool. But you spent a lot of time putting it in.
Yes.
Those bars.
These bars are now, this is where, right here is where the original ones went to. Now you got these. Oh, look, here's our little fuel filters for our gasoline.
Gasoline.
Anyway, these brackets are welded on, and what they do is it allows us to have, they pinch over here, so it allows us to have a better angle on the axle, and it allows us to have just a little better hold and way better transition because it's so far back. It's just overall better, and now my truck at 40 doesn't go.
It goes straight.
Yeah, somewhat.
So, Grant, do you want them to like and subscribe?
Yeah, just for the sake of the Bronco.
New video next week, maybe.
Possibly.
There's a dent in that side of the Blazer right here. It's kind of cool. All right, maybe we'll have a video of this one coming out soon too. And maybe an Agnes video. Okay, bye. Grant, you know what they say. Powered by Ford, towed by Chevy. So we could have taken the Blazer, right?
Yeah, I fixed it today.
So why are we taking the S10?
For tradition, John.
No, because the Bronco's brakes don't work.
Yeah.
And if you're rear on the S10, it's not going to be as painful.
So my brakes don't work because the power steering controls my booster. So brakes work like 10%.
You just got to 2 feet it.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, this is crap box tradition if I've ever seen it, Grant.
It's good.
Can
It's good to be back.
Can an under 100 horsepower S10 tow the Bronco?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.